Hi, I'm Dr. Maxwell Holland. Welcome to Making Change Real. This is the platform we're using to explain the vision of the For Change Foundation. I am the CEO of the organization, and we want to explain to you the birthing, our mission, our vision. We're going to take the next couple of videos and the content in the next couple of weeks to roll out and explain why we do what we do. We've been in operation for the last 10 years. And when they ask me about the For Change and where it comes from, it's just been a burning desire inside of me to see change in our communities. I come from a real poverty background and a huge family, and I just hated the stench of poverty. And I used many avenues to try and find solutions, gambling and different kinds of addictions to try and make money, try and find ways to make money. I think the greatest challenge for me as a young man coming out of school is when I was done with matric, I barely scraped through getting my matric, but the frustration for me was that I had no direction in my life. I really didn't know which way to go and what to do. And as the years have gone by, I made a decision to become a systems analyst, and that is where I felt the most money was. I used that as a launching platform to get some skill and to develop all of that. And I thought that was, in many ways, a blessing for me to get and walk down that road. And as the years rolled on, I look back, and when I look back at the students and our matriculants, it hasn't gotten any better though. It hasn't gotten any better. You look, recently a program on television was explaining how the youth as matriculants, and even those that are postgraduates, are standing with placards and looking for jobs. There's something wrong with the system. And it took me back to the day and the time that I left matric and tried various options to try and find direction in my life. I then went, I think I did some fitting and turning for a season, and then, we just put your hand to anything, and if you find a job, just stay in the job. And then growing up and as a leader and looking at the frustration in the schools that we're working in, you realize that it has not gotten any better for this generation. Parents are spending money on education systems and still coming back with no results for their children, still having no jobs. And that to me is really the birthing of the For Change Foundation and the frustration that's been in my spirit around the challenge to this generation. So in many ways, the For Change is really an answer to this, because it's built on the fact that every single one of us, when you were sent to the earth, you were sent with a gift, not an education. We're getting something wrong in terms of the design of every single one of us. Because right at the beginning of someone's schooling, as a little one, do you remember you even had the dreams of what you're going to become one day when you leave schooling or when you go to matric? And now you're finding out that you're chasing after money instead of staying true to your dream. And For Change is about that. It is about helping people understand and discover that there is a gift on the inside of them and the strength that they have that we need to go and develop. One of the biggest mistakes that a generation has made is that they told you need to be a jack of all trades and a master of none. The real successful people understands that there is a uniqueness to their lives, and they stay true to that uniqueness. They develop that gift, they develop that skill, they develop and become an expert and the thought leader in a particular topic. For Change is birthed with this in mind, is to help this generation discover their gift, to discover that this is what I am gifted in, this is what I am purposed to do. For Change was designed with you in mind. It's an organization that has been tested and proven over the last 10 years to draw the very best out of every single one of us. Every one of us have been gifted. with something. And so I want to invite you to our channel. We want to together make change real in our nation and to lift the hopelessness that abounds with our youth. Thank you for watching this content. Remember that we've got 2 platforms. We share content twice a week. The first one is the Leadership Engine on a Monday morning, encouraging, stirring, strengthening leaders. And on Fridays, we talk about making change real. This is how we impact the youth. We speak about their destiny. We deal with about the vision for their lives. We help them develop their gifts and their skills. And this is the kind of impact we want to have for this generation. I don't want you to miss anything. Make sure you subscribe to this channel, and I'll see you next time.